What you think? Glasses on or glasses off? Hollywood or
It's always
up close and personal.
It's always the audience connection to take them off, you know.
You want to see me. You want to see the
we wanna
expression.
connect, bro.
All right, what's up, man? Let's do it.
Jay Wells, what's going on, my guy? Dab me up.
COVID. Hit you with the COVID dab.
This guy.
I got sweaty hands, man. It's been like that my whole life.
Yeah.
Anybody that know me be like, yo, nigga, hit me with the dab.
It's a pleasure to have you here today, bro. You've done so many legendary things in this game, in the music industry, from production to the business side of things. And it's really inspirational, man. It's been a pleasure to be able to spend time around you myself and learn and work and be provided with opportunities, and I've seen you do that with so many other people, man. And that in itself is legendary to still be doing that to this day. We appreciate you coming through today, bro. I wanted to start in Chicago because I know that's where you're from.
Yeah.
And I just want to kind of get a understanding of, you know, what were your early influences that kind of pushed you in this direction in the first place? Like, what made you want to get into music and make music?
Word. Well, in Chicago, I was, really was kind of just trying to figure out, I left Chicago when I was 12.
Okay.
So I was really like trying to I knew I liked music.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I didn't know like, if I could really do it. Honestly, I remember seeing MC Hammer when I was a kid, because I'm 38, you know what I'm saying? So in the 80s, when I was little, you know what I'm saying, MC Hammer, like, if you was a kid, like,
big deal.
Man, like, this dude was like the man, like, but he doing it big, So that inspired me, man. I never forget MC Hammer, you know what I mean? It's crazy because I got to meet him one time, and I didn't even get a chance to take a picture with him because it was just, we was moving so fast. But you know what I'm saying? Big inspiration as a kid, because it was just like, he was just like rapping, and it was just crazy, like, yo. And Bobby Brown, I ain't gonna lie, because I seen Bobby Brown just like that whole bad boy, like, yo, it just made me interested in the music. I guess I related to them, you know what I'm saying, as black men, like, they were successful. You see the award shows, you like, damn, that's cool. I just was a dreamer, I think, from a kid, probably like, 8, 9 years old.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just looking at it like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah.
And then what happened, my grandmother ended up passing away. And so my brother ended up coming, and I had never met my brother. And so he came and moved me and my mom and my other brother in with him to California in the Valley.
Gotcha.
So I went from the south side of Chicago, 82nd and Stony Island, whoever know where that is, you know what I'm saying, Midwest, you were Midwesterner, to the Valley at like 12 years old, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, it was like night and day, and I feel like that really inspired me to be like, yo, and having like better people around to actually say like, you could do this, and you know what I mean, you can actually, my brother was a positive influence. Him and his wife, they was like basically like, yo, you can do this.
Yeah.
You want to do music? They knew I was trying to rap. Okay. I wasn't making beats. I was trying to, be like MC Hammer. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to rap. So I was like writing my raps. I had a book of them, and I was just rapping them and memorizing them. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, it was like, they just kind of was like, okay. They ended up linking me up with this dude named Dex.
Okay.
And DEX, I gotta give it up to him. He was like my mentor, and he had dope because he was an actor. He was like on One Life to Live, and he was doing
that's fine.
Dex, DEX, you know what I'm saying? Look him up, DEX. And so he was like, yo, let's do your demo. So he was like, all right. He put me in the studio, and my mom, she used to drive me and like drop me off, cause we lived in like Northridge or something, like Reseda. And so, you know what North Hollywood is. So they would drop me at the 170. He'd meet me right there, cause he lived in North Hollywood. We would drive down Sherman Way, pick me up, and he had a 4-track. This is the 90s. He had a 4-track.
Damn, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So we was like making like, you know what I'm saying, ideas. He'd be like, you know, I would write and he'd help me or whatever, and then we would just record the idea, and he knew how to do everything. So he was like, you know, we gonna go to the major studio and record this. And he had a label called Brown Rice Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Look that up. You know what I'm saying? So we went and we made the demo at Rondor Studios. Okay. Right there on La Cienega and like Olympic. Okay. It used to be like big. I don't know if it's still a studio, but it was like, I think they turned into a publishing company, but it was like SSL boards. So we recorded, did this whole demo. And then he had other artists too. He was an artist, obviously. And you know what I'm saying? So he had that. He had his group. It was called Brown Rice. And so we took pictures. Kim Hill was she was in the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I remember.
And she was down. Yup. She was the first female in the Black Eyed Peas. will.i.am, no. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie. We had that mutual. That's how I know will.i.am through that when Black Eyed Peas was just starting out. But she was. I was a little kid, and like Paul Hunter and Dex was like this. So he did his video. And Paul Hunter was like, this nigga doing Hypnotize and Madonna, all this shit. So we shot, I guess he was like shopping the demo. Okay. In the meantime, he sold CDs out the trunk. So like in the summertime, I just go with him and sell CDs. That's how I learned how to do what you sell CDs. Like he'll sell CDs. I'll just be out there with him selling shit. Dex sold like 200,000, maybe $500,000. I don't know how many niggas sold. Nobody know, but the niggas sold crazy amounts out the trunk. So we would just be rolling. So, you know what I'm saying? He was an actor too. So he was still doing commercials and shit like that. Yeah. So he was like, you want to act? And I really thought acting was, at that time, I just wanted to do music. Yeah. So I kind of was fighting it like, nah, I don't want to, I'm cool, I don't want to do that. He was like, nah, just go down there. So they took me down there, and then I did a commercial.
That's lit.
Levi's.
That's sick.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm like maybe a year in California from Chicago. So I'm crazy. Got this project. And so, you know what I'm saying? Never got no record deal. But, you know what I'm saying? I was like inspired. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, you know, I saw what Dex was doing, so I was like, I'm gonna try to figure out how to like, you know, make me a project. So at the time back then, it was like, you know, you would just go to the store. I would just walk to the record store and, you know what I'm saying, just go buy like CDs of whatever beat was out. Cause at this time I still wasn't making beats. Right. I'm like maybe, you know, 13, 14. So I would, you know what I'm saying, get my little money from acting and go buy, like I bought my own 4-track. I had a VS880, I think, a VS880. I don't know if you remember that. And then I had the regular little 4-track. That was like a cassette tape. You put the cassette tape in, you get 4 tracks.
That's crazy.
And so, you know, I would go to the store, I would walk to the store, go buy the instrumentals, come back, make a song over the beat. I made a song over whatever beat was out, then with the Nas sample.
Dead Presidents?
Yeah, Dead Presidents. We did one on that. We did one on Foxy Brown, whatever instrumental. And then Dex, back to Dex. He was moving. I'll never forget. And we had all his stuff in our garage. And I remember going out there and I saw the MPC 60 just sitting there. And I was like, I called him, I was like, I had already pulled it out, plugged it in. But I called him and was like, yo, can I mess with this? He was like, yeah, sure. I already had it motherfucker out. I'm like 15.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I pulled this motherfucker out, and my whole, from that point, it was just, this is it. This is it. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. Yeah. And all I had was a CD player, so I plugged the CD player into the back of the MP. That's how I started making beats. And I think he had some sounds there, and then, I learned to sample first. Yeah. Then my brother, he was like, go get a keyboard. So I went and got the keyboard and started playing the notes and doing the beats like that. But it was like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't really know how to play. Like, you just kind of learn and like just...
Yeah, playing by ear.
Yeah, but it was like, it was starting to develop.